you start thinking, where did I hear this song, or from which film has this song been taken, and who is the songwriter, and then if you are very particular, you will also try to think about who is the songwriter. Otherwise, you will think about the film, you will think about the actor or the actress on whom the song has been picturized. Then, along with this, you also try to recall what was the scene in which the song was played, what was the uh, the part of the story, and uske chalte chalte you also try to recall the entire story. So this chain of thoughts go on in your mind, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
That is exactly what an annotation is. Now let us see. In your, for example, till now you have done 3 prose essays, or you have done 2 poems. Now let us compare each of this prose essay to a picture. Now, this picture.
Hashtag Vinod Dal. Hello.
Ibrahim, close your mic. Ibrahim, switch off your mic. Aisha ma'am, please switch off, mute everybody's mic. Only unmute, allow them to unmute when they have to answer me.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, who is this Binod?
अरे बंद करो रे पढ़ाना तुम
I removed him, ma'am.
Mute everyone, and those names that you find without indication of section, this Hamad, I think he's done it later on. See, you should follow a proper format, Hamad. Otherwise, there is a risk that your host might remove you from the meeting room. Anyway, so imagine that every prose lesson that you did, the essay, the first essay, My Mother, the second essay, Aim for the Stars, the third one, On the Rule of the Road. Imagine that each one of these is a picture. Now, this picture has been cut into different puzzles. Did you play picture puzzles in your childhood? Aisha ma'am, just at least give them the option of chatting for some time, and then again stop that also, disable that. So you played picture puzzles when you were small. So imagine that these lessons or these essays are pictures, and they have been cut into small pieces like a puzzle. Now, from somewhere, the examiner picks up a piece, and the examiner tells you, come on, tell me, to which picture does this piece belong? And that piece is nothing but your line given for annotation. समझ में आ रहा है? So an annotation is just that your annotation is just like that small piece of a big picture puzzle. अब आपको ये देखना होता है कि ये पीस कौन से पिक्चर में सही तरह से फिट बैठता है, and that is nothing but you have to see whether this line fits the first essay, the second essay, the third essay, the fourth, or whatever it is. That is nothing but annotation. That means identifying the given lines.
Ma'am, can you tell the textbook page number, ma'am?
Textbook, no. I am with your material now, page number 3. Now you take one pen and pencil also with you, and note down some of the important points that I am going to give you now. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So that is what you are doing in an annotation also. There is one line given. So what will you do? You will first read that line. Try to, make a guesswork. Try to think or recall all the lessons and the essays you did, and then try to come to a conclusion about, okay, this line belongs to this lesson. But how to do it in a systematic manner? Now, for example, this is the line given to you. Such was the Indian concept of hospitality once upon a time. Now, this is the line given. This was also given in March 2018 paper, March 2017 also. Now, when you have this line annotation, how do you begin? First, begin with, you see, this is how you are going to begin. Against your margin, you are going to write main question number 1. Annotations.
Ma'am, class started now.
Prose. I started a little late, but I had given a message at 7:30 saying that I was
Ma'am,
delayed in the
till now
Quran
what you told,
class.
ma'am?
No, ma'am, he's asking when class will start. The beam is.
I started just now, so you can join if you want.
Ma'am, it's slightly blurred.
I don't know why the camera is getting blurred. Anyway, you start like this. First, you write the main question number and you write annotations. Then you write the correct annotation number. For example, there will be a choice. So if you are attempting annotation number A, let me restart the video.
Ma'am, it's out of focus.
It's manageable, ma'am. You can go ahead.
I'm just giving you some hint. That's it. I'm not writing anything very. So suppose you are attempting annotation number A, write annotation number A. Then write the first few words of the annotation here. Such was ... once upon a time. That's it. Now this way you will give an idea to the examiner about the this will give an idea to the examiner about the annotation that you are planning to attempt. Now you will start the annotation process. First side heading that you will use is context. Note down along with me. First side heading context. Now what is this context? आपके मटेरियल में एक रेफरेंस दिया हुआ है here और फिर नीचे कॉन्टेक्स्ट दिया हुआ है. आई वुड सजेस्ट इस रेफरेंस को काटिए और मेक इट कॉन्टेक्स्ट. इसको कॉन्टेक्स्ट बनाइए, क्योंकि जो इंफॉर्मेशन इसमें आई है वो कॉन्टेक्स्ट की इंफॉर्मेशन है. ओके, नाउ कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आप क्या करते हैं? यू आर गिविंग 5 टाइप्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. नंबर 1, द title of the essay or the poem. Number 2, the name of the writer or the poet. Number 3, the source. Number 4, the source of the essay or the poem. Number 4, outline summary. And number 5, and the most important, the thematic context. The thematic context in which the given lines, thematic context in which the given lines occur. This is the 5th point. Now, for every annotation, context part में आपको इतना information देना है, and this should come from here to here. This should come in around 6 lines. There are 7 lines maximum, or 10 lines at the most. Okay. Now, from every prose lesson, there are a couple of annotations already picked up. For example, in your textbook, in the first lesson, you have on page number, in your textbook on page number 6, you have 6 and 7, you have 4 annotations. In your textbook, on page number 5 and 6, you have 4 annotations. Every lesson has 4 annotations, and every poem has 4 annotations. That means हर लेसन में 4 annotations दे दिए गए हैं. 4 annotations in prose, and there are 4 annotations in poetry. And you will be asked only from these annotations. कोई दूसरी लाइन नहीं पूछी जाएगी. ये जो 4 decided lines है already textbook में दिए हुए, only these will be asked. समझ गए? Now, for all these 4 annotations of one particular essay, all these things will be the same.
मैम
जी.
मैम थोड़ा डाउट था मैम, आप अभी समझा तो समझ में नहीं आया, फिर से समझाना.
हाँ ठीक है, समझाती हूँ. देखो, आपके लेसन में से अब आप एक बार जब समझ गए कि एनोटेशन किसे कहते हैं, व्हाट इज मेंट बाय एन एनोटेशन, देन इन योर टेक्स्ट पेज नंबर 6 there are 4 annotations given. You see here, ये पहला वाला is already done here, following in about 100 words. First annotation ये हुआ, the second one is B, then C, then D. ठीक है? तो आपको फाइनल एग्जाम में भी ये 4 में से ही कोई एनोटेशन आएगा. ऐसे ही आफ्टर एवरी लेसन देयर आर 4 एनोटेशंस गिवन. आफ्टर एवरी पोएम देयर आर 4 एनोटेशंस गिवन. उसी में से आएगा एग्जाम में, इवन इन द फाइनल एग्जाम. ओके, नाउ हाउ टू स्टार्ट एन एनोटेशन. when you start writing an annotation, first write the first few lines, first few words, ... the last 1 or 2 words. This will give a clear idea to the examiner कि आप कौन सा annotation attempt करने वाले हैं. अब उसके बाद आपकी पहली साइड हेडिंग होगी context. Your first side heading will be context. अब context में आपको कवर करना है 5 pieces of information. Title of the essay, name of the writer, source of the essay, outline summary of the essay, and the thematic context in which the given lines occur. तो अब मैं आपको ये बताना चाह रही हूँ, I am trying to show you that for all the 4 annotations given, for example, after poem number 1, for all the 4 annotations, point number 1 will be the same or not?
Yes ma'am.
Point number 2 will be same or not?
Yes ma'am. Point number 3 it will be same. 4 and 5 will
Point
be
number
different.
3 will be, 4 will be same. Only 5 will be different. 5 कैसे different होगा? आपको ये बताना होता है. What is this point number 5? ये सबसे important point है ये. थीमेटिक कॉन्टेक्स्ट. थीमेटिक कॉन्टेक्स्ट का मतलब है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, now this is a white paper. If I suppose if I tear a small piece of paper from here, and if I try to, for example, see, I have torn a small piece of paper from here. I try to fix this paper here. मैं उसको यहाँ पर लाने की कोशिश करूंगी. Is it fitting properly?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
It is not fitting properly because इसकी थीम और इसकी थीम में there is a difference. ये प्लेन थीम वाला पेपर है, ये वाला रिटन थीम वाला पिक्चर है. तो if I try to fix this paper in this picture, it will not fit. Whereas if I try to fit this paper here, ये पूरी तरह से ठीक बैठेगा. इसके कंटोर्स भी ठीक बैठेंगे और इसकी थीम भी बिल्कुल परफेक्टली करेक्ट बैठेगी, राइट? तो दिस इज व्हाट इज मेंट बाय द थीमेटिक कॉन्टेक्स्ट. थीमेटिक कॉन्टेक्स्ट का मतलब यही होता है, the connection between the theme of the main essay or poem plus the theme found in this given line. इसको आप एक लाइन इमेजिन करिए, इसकी थीम और ये वाले मेन लेसन की थीम में जो कनेक्शन होता है वो आपको दिखाना होता है, और वो हर लाइन में वो कनेक्शन अलग अलग तरह से नजर आता है. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड नाउ? In every line that connection is seen in different ways. जैसे मान लीजिए आपकी फैमिली में you are 2 brothers or 3 brothers. अब हर बच्चे का कनेक्शन फैमिली के साथ कैसे जुड़ा होता है? ओके, आपका ब्लड विल बी, the blood strain will be the same, the name of your father is the same, the name of your mother is the same, the name of your other family members for both of you will be same. ग्रैंडफादर जो है उनके भी वही होंगे, आपकी ग्रैंडमदर जो है वो उनकी भी वही होगी. हाँ, एक लास्ट पॉइंट जो है वो है आपका थीमेटिक कनेक्शन टू द फैमिली. इसमें क्या रहता है? जैसे आप वन ऑफ यू रिजेंबल योर फादर, तो कोई भी देखते ही बोल सकता है अच्छा आप फुला साहब के बेटे हैं. ओके, वन ऑफ यू रिजेंबल योर मदर, then immediately people can identify, oh, you look like your mother, so maybe you are so and so person's daughter or your so and so person's son. Okay, so this is what we mean by the thematic context. और ये thematic context हमको दिखाना होता है अपने एनिमेशन में. Okay, so how do you do that? ये thematic context आप कैसे दिखाते? आपको जाना है तो अभी जाइए प्लीज. ओके, इफ यू हैव एनी अर्जेंट वर्क प्लीज यू कैन गो नाउ. दिस इज हाउ यू स्टार्ट. अब आपको पॉइंट नंबर 1, पॉइंट नंबर 2, 3 and 4 लेना है. दिस लाइन इज टेकन फ्रॉम द एसे माय मदर. पॉइंट नंबर 1 कवर्ड, isn't it? Written by APJ Abdul Kalam. Point number 2 covered or not? Now you are giving a little more information about APJ Abdul Kalam. That is the extra information in point number 2, the missile man and former president of India. Now this essay is an extract from his book My Journey. Point number 3 covered. That is a source. Point number 3 covered. The essay depicts the lovable character of Kalam's mother and his dedication to the family. कलाम praises his mother. यहाँ से कॉन्टेक्स्ट हटा दीजिए, इसमें इसी को कंटिन्यू करिए. कलाम praises his mother for the rare attributes that she possessed. Now, till here, point number 4 हो गया आपका. That is the outline summary of the essay.
Ma'am, you are telling that we should write whole annotation in the subtitle of context only, ma'am.
Whole annotation नहीं, अभी तो आपका सिर्फ कॉन्टेक्स्ट ही चल रहा है. यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ है आपका कॉन्टेक्स्ट और अभी यहाँ तक आप पॉइंट नंबर 4 में आए हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
अब पॉइंट नंबर 5 में आपको थोड़ा सा
Ma'am,
यस बेटा,
can you share this picture on WhatsApp, ma'am?
Why do I need to share these pictures? You all have this material with you, don't you?
No, ma'am.
Why no, ma'am? Did you not take the materials from college?
Ma'am, so many of them.
You didn't take the IP material from your college?
We took my.
Then you didn't get English material then? You should have got, but okay, I will share a picture of this page on WhatsApp, not a big problem for me, but you should have the material. It makes your work easier. So this is the fifth point. His experience right from his childhood to adulthood is referred in the lines cited. This is the fifth point, the thematic connection. Then the next para, that means यहाँ next para से start होता है our second side heading, and that is explanation. ये आपके annotation की second side heading है. Explanation में आप क्या करते हो? You are explaining the given lines. You are explaining the given lines in your own words. You are explaining the given lines in your own words. वो आपको यहाँ पर मिल जाएगा आपकी हेल्प के लिए. You get explanation here. From here to here, ये पूरा explanation है. From here to here. From here to here. ये आपका पूरा explanation हो गया. अब the final side heading is general relevance. General relevance means what is the relevance of the given lines in general? It means
11 means, ma'am.
relevance का मतलब है ये lines आज के भी दौर में in general कैसे सही बैठती हैं. See, अब जब कलाम कहते हैं, अब्दुल कलाम कहते हैं, such was the Indian concept of hospitality once upon a time. तो ये Indian hospitality जो थी, was it only in the times of APJ Abdul Kalam? Not now.
No, ma'am.
No. It is still the same. तो आपको यही बताना है कि भाई India is famous and we Indians are very famous for our hospitality. So this is something we are proud of. This is something we are always particular about. In India, in Islam, not only in India, but even in our religion, guests are honored as gods. They have a very high place. And every Indian, and especially every Muslim, feels happy to have guests, to welcome them and to entertain them, because it's a very, it's considered to be a very auspicious act.
Guests are not honored as gods, ma'am.
General relevance you have to write on your own. Okay? So after general relevance आपका annotation finish हो जाएगा. फिर दूसरे annotation के लिए बिल्कुल ऐसा ही आपको दोबारा करना है. फिर से context से start करना है. Go to the explanation part and then write the general relevance. The general relevance दरअसल क्या होता है? It is the lesson.
Meaning of annotation.
Annotation माने one line taken from some lesson or poem or what do you say? One lesson or poem. Non-detailed stories में से annotations नहीं आते हैं. It's a line taken from some lesson or poem which you have to identify कि भाई ये कहाँ की line होगी, कौन से lesson की होगी और कहाँ से जो है ये ली गई होगी. So all that you have to do as in your annotation.
Ma'am,
आ गया?
explanation title that is there in material. General relevance we should write on our own, ma'am.
On your own. So it's 2-3 lines.
Write in general element.
जी बेटा.
Ma'am, why should we write in general relation?
What is the lesson it learned from this from this essay or from this
Moral, ma'am.
moral? Exactly, moral. अब एक बात और एक काम और करो अपने मटेरियल में से ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 बोल के ये कट करो. इट इज कंफ्यूजिंग. इट दिस इज नॉट ए क्वेश्चन. दिस इज एनोटेशन नंबर 2, एनोटेशन नंबर 3 एंड दिस इज एनोटेशन नंबर 4. तो ये क्वेश्चन नहीं है. You might think कि ये तो questions है, फिर annotations कहाँ है? हाँ, these are questions. Now what is this nonsense? This is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, and question number 4. You have to take the help of your reader also to identify the questions. ये इसमें ये लोग क्या करें, continuation में दे दिए 4 annotations के बाद question number was given numbered as question number 5. तो ऐसा नहीं है. तो फर्स्ट 4 एनोटेशंस है, उसके बाद के 4 जो है क्वेश्चंस है. ओके,
Copy that format.
Now,
How
how to
to
write an answer?
annotate?
हाउ टू एनोटेट अभी तो बताई हूँ ना मैं. हाउ टू एनोटेट
Yes, ma'am. I just have to write that on paper. You written no that only.
हाँ,
I have to copy.
आई विल. ओके, आई विल टेक अ पिक्चर ऑफ इट एंड शेयर. यहाँ पर कैमरे का फोकस अच्छा नहीं आ रहा. आई विल डू वन थिंग. आई विल टेक अ पिक्चर ऑफ दिस एंड शेयर
Okay,
इट विद
okay,
यू.
ma'am.
ठीक है, अगर आपको
Okay, ma'am,
दिखाई दे रहा है
thank
तो
you.
आप ले लीजिए स्क्रीनशॉट. अभी ठीक है
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
आप स्क्रीनशॉट, यू टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट.
Right, ma'am. Thank you.
ओके, नाउ आंसर्स भी ऐसे ही लिखिए जैसे मटेरियल में दिए हुए हैं. द मोस्ट डोंट फॉरगेट टू इंक्लूड द नेम ऑफ द लेसन एंड द नेम ऑफ द राइटर इवन इन योर आंसर्स. Non-detailed answers should also be written the same way as they are given in your material. Okay, बच्चों. तो अगर आपको कल या एग्जाम से 1 day before if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. Otherwise, the paper is going to be very simple. It's not that difficult. How many people were there in the class today? Only 53 were there. Or that means many of you are missing. Now, I don't know how they are going to manage. Anyways, let us now stop and inshallah try. If you have any doubts, you can ask me messages.
On WhatsApp, ma'am.
Yeah, WhatsApp is better because from tomorrow I will not be taking your class.
Okay,
You
ma'am.
have to prepare for your exams. I won't be disturbing you till you have finished your optional exams and your Arabic exam. Arabic exam finish करने के बाद शाम में आप अगर कोई doubts हैं तो आप मेरे से पूछ सकते हैं. Friday, because your English exam is on Saturday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Aisha ma'am, and thank you, Kazim sir, for being